Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Sumo fans. I'm Vinny and this is Sumo Files. And today I'm going to talk about Day 2 of the Basho. So without further ado, let's dive into the highlights. Shodai overcame Daieisho by Yokuridashi to open the day. The Maegashira 10 from Oiteka's stable started aggressively, but his balance betrayed him when he lifted his leg too high. That gave Shodai, the Maegashira 11 from Totsukaze, the perfect chance to turn the tables and send him out. Shodai's movement has looked sharp so far, but now the question is whether he can maintain consistency. Daieisho, on the other hand, still doesn't seem entirely focused in this tournament. Right after that, Ura secured a Yoritaoshi win over Midorifuji. Unlike his match yesterday, the Kisei stableman relied heavily on raw strength this time, nearly getting caught in an Watenage. With both Rikishi locked in, Midorifuji managed to grab one side of the Tamawashi, but Ura responded by seizing both sides. After several failed attempts to twist and off-balance his rival, Ura paused to think, then suddenly crouched down, breaking Midorifuji's posture as he leaned over him. A simple but clever move that created the opening for victory. Once again, Ura shows how differently he interprets sumo, starting the tournament in impressive fashion. In the following bout, Aonishiki needed a Torinaoshi but eventually outlasted Atamifuji by Yorikiri. Their first clash began with the Ajigawa man going straight for the neck, breaking Atamifuji's initial power and securing both grips on the Tamawashi. Although the Segahama representative tried to respond with a Kimedashi, Aonishiki's free left arm allowed him to attempt an Uchimuso, but in the end, both men fell together under Atamifuji's weight, leading to a Mono-I. On the rematch, Aonishiki's first tactic failed, and he nearly got finished with a Hataki Komi. When close together, he attempted the Uchimuso again, and though it didn't land cleanly, it was enough to destabilize his heavier opponent and finish the fight. This was a great display of technique versus raw strength. And given that Aonishiki is 54 kilograms lighter than Atamifuji, this was the only path he had to victory. Soon after, Wakatakakage defeated Oho by Yorikiri in a lightning-fast bout. The Sekiwake from Arashio secured a Morozashi right at the start, leaving Oho no time to react before driving him out. It was the first of 11 wins Wakatakakage needs to reach the Ozeki rank, and if he keeps fighting like this, that promotion may be within reach. Then came Kirishima, who prevailed against Shabi with a Sukui Nage. The Shikoroyama fighter opened the match with his trademark fashion, unleashing a barrage of Tsupari that forced the Otoayama Sekiwake off balance for a moment. But Kirishima regained control quickly, using his hands to unsteady Abi and sending him to the clay. With this, Kirishima shows once again that he's off to a solid start, while Abi still has no wins to his name. After that, Kotozakura claimed a Tsukiyotoshi victory over Haku Oho. This one barely lasted an instant. Sadogatake's Ozeki shut down the initial rush, broke the Morozashi of the young Segahama Rikishi, and toppled him to the floor. For the first time since last November, Kotozakura has started a tournament with 2 straight wins, showing a level of focus and determination that has been missing in recent months. In the next bout, Yokozuna Onosato overcame Tamawashi with a Tsukiyotoshi. The Kataonami veteran had a smart Tachi-ai, going straight to the neck to break the Yokozuna's initial charge. However, he left himself too exposed, and Onosato pushed his arm aside, shattering his balance and finishing the job. The Nishonoseki giant looks determined to claim his first Emperor's Cup at the top rank, even taking revenge against an opponent who had beaten him in July. Meanwhile, Tamawashi has now started with 2 straight losses for the first time in exactly a year, something that should raise concerns. Finally, Hoshoryu sealed the day with a Yorikiri against Takayasu. The Tatsunami Yokozuna opened with a Morozashi, but quickly had his Mawashi seized, so he shifted into a Migi-Yotsu stance. After an unsuccessful attempt to trip Takayasu, he reset, secured Morozashi once again, and drove the Taganoura Komusubi out. Hoshoryu's strong performance suggests his condition is good, raising hopes that we might finally see the long-awaited clash between two Yokozuna, something that hasn't happened since March 2020, when Hakuho beat Kakuryu on the final day. But anyway, that's all for today. So if you enjoyed this coverage, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future content. That's it guys, until next time!